Hi, Zach. How's it going? Right, where are we going? Back to there. Ugh. Nope, don't attack me. I can't face a champion on this toon. Wait. I'm confused. Use a walker or sniff out and rescue animals hiding in Mulder and Greenwood. Use a walker or collect seedlings covered by wildfire ash and stricken plains.
Is that bloodstone? Ugh, sure smells like it. Camp's just around the corner.
The Cathedral of Blood. Lovely.
Don't worry. You're safe now.
Thankful you were here. We have enough problems already without being overrun by you.
Probably fallout from some Mersat experiment. And they don't look friendly. I'll take them out so no one gets hurt.
No, I won't.
That's one finely tuned nose you've got. Great work. Probably fallout from some Mersat experiment. And they don't look friendly. I'll take them out so no one gets hurt.
Oh, I haven't gone over there yet. Oh, come on.
So, none of you use magic? Like, at all?
Nope.
Use a wall claw, collect seedlings covered by wildfire ash and stricken plains.
You found something. Good job.
Oh, bloody hell, man. Give me up.
Time to fight.
Welcome back.
You found something. Good job. Don't worry. You're safe now. That's one finely tuned nose you've got. Great work.
Decima. That's what she calls herself? Fascinating. I haven't seen her with my own eyes, but I have heard her. I thought it was just the storm. Low rumbles of thunder, sometimes coming to a crescendo. But then, they seemed reactive. When we were successful in fighting them away from camp, the sounds grew more sedate. The more victorious, the louder they became. I'm confident that they're communicating. I'm attempting to decipher their rumblings, but no luck yet. The greater storms from the northwestern peak often drown them out. Here, I'll send you with some of my notes. The Priory is more than welcome to them.
That's one finely tuned nose you've got. Great work.
Oh. Return to your homestead. Yep, can't really do that while I'm getting attacked. Wait for it to load. Oh yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing with that. Want to see my workshop? The giant dragon head on the top of it. The fire was a pain in the ass to match up.
Perking up already, isn't he?
Stronger by the minute.
Pa suggested I get some rest out here away from the village. Said the fresh air would do me good.
Makes sense. Glad he's willing to trust you in my vicinity.
Of course he does. He likes you, just worries too much. About everybody. Not just me.
We'll tell him soon, Pokey. I promise. After you've recovered a bit more. Don't want to put him in the healing ward too. For now, best do what your paw says. Relax and enjoy the scenery.
You won't be the only one here recuperating.
Ah, so
I'm
it
housing some rescued wildlife while they recover.
because it
Oh,
goes.
should check on them.
It's as big as it goes. Yeah, look at this. It's as small as I could get that dragon thing, so I was like, right, I'm putting it over the workshop. If anyone's still in here. I was wondering why I have animals in here. So some empty buckets around, I'll find you some water nearby. Oh hey, the gate, you can actually interact with the gate? Is that only for the story? 'Cause I'm sure you can't do that. That's cool though that the animals are in here. Oh look, the duck fits into the... It's placed in the pond. How appropriate is that? Oh, now it's out. Okay, I'm coming. I'm helping. Good thing I added a fountain to my water thing. Alright, who needs some water? Here you go, buddy. This is cool. Oh, these... I wonder if these are animals that end up staying in your homestead. Because you can toggle animals, wildlife on and off. So that's quite cool. Anything else need water? No. Alright, let's feed you. Oh, right. Dumbass. Well, who has the... Alright. What do crabs eat? Oh, you eat the meat. Did I check you already? Oh, so you can still... Oh, I don't know how to feed them. Okay, so you take the meat. You're injured. Okay, buddy. I got you. cool. You can interact with that gate too. I'm pretty sure you can't do that outside the story. I bet it's flying around, but it's injured. Oh, hey, I can pet them. I love how the duck's in here. It looks natural. Did I pet you before? Probably. Hungry. Oh, what do you eat? What did I feed that guy? Oh, the haystack. Look, I'm not always good at braining, okay?
So, is this the same magic the seeds use?
Very similar to that.
Huh. That's neat.
Seems like things are in pretty good shape around here. At this point, our time is probably best put towards research. Wayfinder, you should return to the Isles. Seems they're a hotbed for stranger activity. We'll keep an eye on the place.
Making dinner. Okay. We'll keep an eye on the place? You mean this place? I gotta finish my job. Oh, yum. Make me hungry. Don't have much. It's a payday! No, you're right. Okay, yeah, I've read that.
Would join to help you paint if I could. If only my claws were as sharp as my artistic eye.
Yeah, his internet really hates him tonight. Couldn't get into the stream at the beginning.
Time to do some real damage.
Can you stop?
Would someday love to see what original art you create.
I don't know what I'm doing. And I can't
Doesn't it?
do it while getting fucking attacked 24/7.
Time to do some real damage. I'll destroy you all!
I'm trying to do this, but I keep getting attacked. Right, so that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Deliver.
Would someday love to see what original art you create.
Go away. That one. That one.
Impressive. Have you painted before?
I have to do events to progress the story. Which is a major pet peeve of mine.
Centaur.
I hate having to do events to progress the story.
They'll have to hit much
That
harder.
one. That one. That one. That one. That one. Haha, suckers! This game still looks better than the $100 AA games. What, my game or the game you were playing? Are you playing a game? Well, I'm definitely happy with the stream quality being a lot better than what it was. Good was too.
Strong, confident strokes, and a keen eye for detail. Yes, very good.
Right, on to the next event. Oh no, we're gonna get dismounted because we're in the water.
Probably fallout from some Mersodic experiment.
Ah, 24 minutes!
Don't look friendly.
The sun area looked insane, so yeah. Like, good insane? Yeah, the Janthir expansion's quite pretty in my opinion. The only thing I don't like about the story is the constant having to do events to progress. actually have to hand it in.
Fascinating. Excellent discovery.
No, go away. Don't interrupt. Ow. Ow.
What data will this yield, I wonder?
Shield trap completed. The best offense is good. Defeat a Jade contract using Astral Water. Ooh! Score! I got an achievement without even knowing there was an achievement.
What
Let me
data
sleep
will
in
this
someone
yield,
here.
I wonder?
Alright, Narix. Thank you. Have a good night.
I could outrun a centaur.
Achievement unlocked?
What data will this yield, I wonder?
Yes. Achievement unlocked.
Oh, hell, there's so much here to analyze. I can't wait.
Ah, it's champion. No. Can't do that.
Is that bloodstone? Ugh, it sure smells like it. Camp's just around the corner.
Why are you yellow? Have you always been yellow? Okay. I'll continue story. You gotta soak them in soy sauce and stuff for a long time. Yes, he has always been yellow. Hi Zard, how are you? I'm yellow for free Dio. For free... what? Yeah, it was all yellow. This is a recent happening. You were green! That's what you used to be. Oh, I just made my mic go into the red. You were green. I'm sure you were green. And now you're yellow. That's weird. I've been blue for a while. Oh, was it blue? Why you gotta confuse me like that? How's the stream, guys? But I was green for a long time. My faux color. Oh. My brother in America is messaging me right now with fishing. What was he doing fishing at that time? Is it like midnight in Florida? A recent happening. I changed color based on my console theme for the stream. Oh, is that when you do your, like, I noticed your background is different colors? And, like, over your camera? Anyway, how are you both? He was the same color as me for a while and it was confusing. Yeah, I think my color is blue and then everyone else is blue. So I changed it and I'm like, no, it looks weird, so I went back to blue. Yep. It's sunny.
So you do have nice things to say about me when I'm not around to hear them? In good hands.
Did you make any Gilbert's One Friend, new Gilbert's One Friends
Seems
carrots?
I spoke
Nah.
too soon. Oh, thought you were with Pokey.
He's fast asleep. I asked Har and Willow to stay with him so I could tend to some business.
The business of listening to our calls? That right?
If you don't want me to listen, don't give me a damned listening device. And that's
You're not
beside
wrong.
the point. I heard that you're looking into bloodstones. Thought it could be of use.
I haven't really been
the
on
heart
it.
of the obscure could.
Go on.
If the Titans are siphoning energy from Bloodstone, neutralizing the shards may nullify their advantage. Something the Heart of the Obscure should be more than capable of.
Risky, but it's worth a shot.
I'm inclined to agree, though it is an unpredictable material, even in small quantities. Be cautious, Commander. Last thing we want is to turn this place into Bloodstone Fen.
So much for, like, going through the game as a little community. And I see people wanting runs to Drox already and things like that. It's like, what are you doing? There's newbies in here. Let's just play the game how it was meant to be played. Why are you all rushing everything? Yeah, and rushing always makes it boring. Yeah, like... So I feel sorry for any newbies in that Discord. Because the guild leader seems a bit... I think the guild leader's new though, eh? But they seem a bit, like, controlling. Well, Kane said to me that they were gonna wait. But then people push through, so now everyone's like everywhere. So I'm like, this is just a fucking mess already. And I haven't even properly joined them. All I did was talk about Alliance and got told off, etc., and then stop to content people don't even do, like Sorrow's Furnace. Yeah, I noticed that. They're already talking about Sorrow's Furnace. I'm like, you've got newbies in here. What's going on? It's a fucking mess. I don't think it's going to end well. And it's really not fair on the new people. The new Guild Wars players. Which is funny because the guild leader is a new player, but he seems to be quite...
It's going to explode! Get back! I'll cover you!
Yeah, I don't think it's going to end well. We know what that's like. We did it with experienced people in the Iron Run. And look how chaotic that went.
Who are they?
They must be
And one guy
victims.
from my community playing, he's saying it's like me.
Those sacrificed
That's
on
nice.
Bloodstone remain tethered in death. Unless severed. These spirits had to have died well over a century ago. May have seen the original Titan rising.
Couldn't hurt to ask what they've witnessed.
Traitors! Saul sought to foil the Titan prophecy, yes, but not by sacrificing the blood of our own. When he returns, your treacheries will be punished. The names of the May twins shall be stained in White Mantle history. Where? Lurking in shadow, readying to stab me in the back, aren't you? Fitting.
We're looking in the shadow, reading to stab me in the back, aren't you fitting? Easy spirit, your mortal dispute, told no weight and death, nor do souls.
So, you come to spew blasphemy? And to whom do I owe this discourtesy?
Yeah. I do miss him. I used to talk to him a lot on Facebook too. He come to spew blasphemy, and to whom do I owe this discourtesy? See, I'm a prophet of things to come, and your dear Leslie's bootlicker.
You look nothing of a prophet to me, and I would certainly know. I am Rhea Ingham, leader of Gavril, appointed by Saul himself. I oversee this village and its proceedings.
You talk like a politician. Take it by proceedings, you mean the murder of innocents on the Bloodstone.
You're more informed than you appear. I won't waste your time speaking in riddles then. It is true that stopping the prophecy of the Titan's return comes with a cost, but the lives saved will be innumerable. The unseen ones vow to this future, and so do I. Those who have sacrificed themselves have not done so in vain.
The unseen ones vow to this future, and so do I. Those who have sacrificed themselves have not done so in vain. As if they had a choice, you all died in vain thanks to the Titans.
But not before the Mersat turned on you and your little dress-up club. Slain on the bloodstone like pigs to slaughter. That's the future to which you vowed.
How could... I refuse to entertain your madness. Leave, now, or you'll be the next cast upon the stone.
Yeah, I don't know. I basically got a warning sign early because of the alliance drama. So that put me off trying to being a part of the group in the first place.
Replenishing.
You told me to go to Waiting Sorrow. You didn't tell me to go to the globe thing that Waiting Sorrow has made. Oh, here's the Masat they were talking about.
I normally require an appointment to speak with me, but seeing as you've interrupted my work, let's make this quick, shall we? You may speak.
Thanks. Don't suppose your work is Bloodstone related.
Follower. Manikaz. Or the blood phenom, if you prefer. My followers often do. Of course. Should the scientists shun their discoveries? The artists be ashamed of their creations?
Alright.
I bet you
Good to
fancy
see you.
yourself both.
Thank you for the raid.
Art envisions the world as it could be.
And the talk.
Science makes it reality. My greatest work is born of their convergence.
Art envisions the world as it could be, science makes it reality. Oh. Why did they put that there when he's already saying that? Makes cold-blooded killing sound almost poetic.
Death is a distasteful byproduct of the transference of power to Bloodstone. The transfer itself is an alchemy of miracles, and maximizing the power retained is crucial. If that amplifies the subject's pain during the process, at least it will be short-lived. And the end result, regardless, will be the same.
Squeezing every bit of life from your victims like a binding snake.
Whether you grasp the true scale of my vision is of no concern to me. Small minds breathe smaller opinions.
Whatever helps you rest in peace.
So Medicus is mentioned in some other parts of the lore. But I couldn't figure out where he came from. Because I obviously wasn't paying attention at the time. You know, the first time round it's kind of overwhelming with excitement rather than understanding what's happening.
Stand down. What's a Char doing here?
The dame wants me to stand down. That's how you speak to a shaman.
What kind of shaman gets captured by humans?
Untie me.
You heard her. What are you doing in Janthir?
I'd watch your mouth. As soon as your friend removes my shackles, I'm going to rip your jaw from that pretty skull.
I'll remove those shackles if you tell us what you're doing here.
Watch your tone.
Guess he doesn't want out.
My warband was camped in the Cascades when we were ambushed. They took a few captives, killed the rest. I think I'm the only one left now. Between friends, I don't think I've got much time. They look at me like a meal, and they're running out of food.
Well, just as barbaric. You did turn a city to ash.
And what a bright day that was.
Escalon. The feels are real. Escalon, you mean?
The smell was magnificent. You could see the sky light up all the way from the Shiver Peaks.
Damn. I'm sure you can tell us all about the Titans then.
They will build us a bridge to the next world. 10 more years and this one will be gone.
What does that mean?
Doesn't matter. He was wrong. They all were.
So that's one of the Chars actually from Guild Wars 1, because the Chars hated everyone. Hated the humans. It'd be interesting to play as a Char talking to him.
Almost ready. Adrenaline full.
Why do you put the circle so far away? Grief. Oh, this one's sad. I think this got everyone in the feels. They sacrificed a little Coden cub. Look at him. It's just a baby.
Huh? Huh? Where am I?
It's alright, cub. Just wanted to ask you some things.
Who are you? Where's my paw? Easy, cub. Catch your breath. Do you remember what you were doing before you woke up?
Well, I was out hunting. And Pa was teaching me how to stalk prey. We were sneaking up on some game, and then everything went dark. And then some voices woke me up. One was Pa. He was yelling.
Oh. Did you see anyone?
It's all right. You can answer. This is a friend of mine.
Not at first. I tried to stand to go look for Pa, but something hit the back of my head. When I woke up again, my head really hurt. And I was lying on something cold and hard. That's when I saw people.
It's so sad.
They covered themselves with long cloths, but they didn't have any fur. Just their skin. Just like you. They were all around me, staring. It was scary. Then I can't remember anymore.
What monsters? To an innocent child.
Can I see my paw now?
He's resting. And so should you. You can see him when you wake up.
Promise?
Rest now, young one. You'll be with him soon.
Wheels. Rude.
Adrenaline full!
You'll be feeling that one for days.
Rude rubitude. Man, this is a long stream for me to edit for YouTube.
I've been here the whole time, huh? Sure looks different than I remember. So, how long have I been dead?
A while. You're quite perceptive, well over a century.
Thanks. I've always been quick on the uptake, if I do say so myself. A century, huh? Explains why so much has changed around here.
Afraid not everything's changed. The Titans have returned.
Returned? Getting the last laugh is a nice consolation, even in death. Once the White Mantle started taking out their own, I knew that'd be the end of this place. England wasn't so bad. But once those creepy twins took over, forget it. All hell broke loose.
You lived here before the White Mantle then?
Yeah. I was out here trying to get my life back together. My former line of work was a bit unsavory, you could say. But being a crook wasn't all I wanted out of life. I knew there was more to me than just that.
I can certainly empathize.
So I started fresh. Had a job, a family, and then the White Mantle showed up. And here we are. Well, more. Incredible. Entire village full of ex-cons. And it's the zealots who morally bankrupt the place. Hypocrites, all of them. If only the Titans got to them sooner. Just wish that wasn't true of all of us. There were some good ones here. What a waste.
So we all know how Guild Wars 1 went. So the storyline they've added to it for Guild Wars 2 is once we had released the Titans came here. Like, I don't know, like, if they did it right away, but they came to Janthir Wilds. And they pushed back against the Massat, so the Massat died. And also the Massat and the White Mantle sort of panicked, I think, so, you know, they sacrificed their own kind on the Bloodstones to try and keep the door closed. But, you know, us dumbasses opened it. And according to the lore, I know nothing about video editing, but software is expensive. Yeah, the app I paid for, I ended up paying for a subscription as well. I didn't know that at the time because, you know, I'm great at reading things. So yeah, the one I've got, I just googled YouTube video editor, and it came up with Wondershare Filmora or whatever, and instantly I took a liking to it while testing it. You don't have to subscribe to it. You can buy it once up. It was roughly 70 something US. I'm sure there's free ones and blah blah blah, but I instantly like the mechanics of it, so I'm sticking to this one. But when I brought it, I didn't notice the tick box of a subscription, so I paid way more than that, and for extra content, which I haven't even discovered what the extra content is. So I got an email, and it's saying it's due to renew soon, blah blah blah. I haven't even had it that long, and I'm like, yeah, no, fuck that. So I've unsubscribed to the monthly, so you can pay it just for the basic usage, because the free version, you can't upload your video without the watermark logo thing across the stream. So I was like, yeah, no, fuck that, I'm gonna pay for this. And that's why I'm broke this week, because it took more money than I thought it would, and I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered trying to get the money back, all the fuck around. But I am enjoying it. I've edited 2 videos so far, 2 streams so far on YouTube. One was my 2 streams because it disconnected, so I had to put that together. The first one is an hour something long, I think. So it is quite fun. But I don't know how many people actually watch my YouTube thing. Because instead of, you know, like me explaining now, like I'll cut all this out and go straight to the storyline points. Yeah, so according to the lore, Waiting Sorrow made the secret the Heart of the Obscure, which is this device thing that I've been using on these. You get that in the expansion Secrets of the Obscure. But apparently Waiting Sorrow was around before the Searing in Guild Wars 1. So whether or not they had the idea of her from the beginning, or just as they've gone and made Guild Wars 2 and the ideas have come out along the way, because apparently this character here is like been around since before we even leave the tutorial area in Guild Wars 1, so quite interesting to see more lore come out. That's why I freaking love this expansion. I can't wait for the next part of it. And they said that the next expansion has been, I don't know if it's a part of Janthir, because they call it an expansion, is postponed to October this year. So I don't know if that's a part of the extra, because they've been releasing it in bits rather than all out. So I'm like, what, is that a new expansion, or is this the extension of this expansion? So yeah, they're delaying it until October, which makes me wonder, have they put that on hold to do something big for the anniversary next month for Guild Wars 1? Or I'm just over-reading it, over-looking into it, and it's got nothing to do with any of that. And it's just me getting excited and coming up with ideas.
You'll be feeling that one for days. Replenishing.
Oh, Jay, you know my intro video and my outro ending video? I know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to go in the safe spot thing. I made that through Adobe. I made the intro video to my stream and the ending video to my stream. I made those on Adobe. I think I might have done the carrots for the, you know, the channel points. I think I might have gotten that icon from Adobe. So there are some things on Adobe I have been using for my account, for my Twitch. It's Adobe, I think. Not to be as honest. Hey, I can't even English properly half the time. Shut up. Oh yeah, and these twins are quite interesting. Their last name is May. So are they like ancestors of what's her face? Have I not done? I have not done the living world on this character yet. That's interesting. I thought I would have done it on her by now. Oh no, because her first name is Mai. I'm thinking Mai Trin in season 1, but her first name is Mai. So maybe she's not related to any of these people.
Did you need something?
You can ask us anything.
Yes, ask us.
We don't bite.
Burn me. Don't these two seem fun?
Don't suppose you know anything about Bloodstone.
Bloodstones are our area of expertise, you might say.
Yes, you might. They're quite powerful and useful.
Very useful. Our friends certainly think so.
If Cordelia was a real person. Or a real ghost. Your friends, the Masat, care to elaborate.
Bloodstone gives one strength. With strength comes power.
With power, one may do what they want.
Say what they want.
And silence what they don't. Or who?
They're wasting our time. And they're putting my petals on end.
Couldn't agree more, let's move on.
Going so soon? Shame.
Shame indeed. Take care now.
And be sure to...
watch your back. You never know.
Who might be... out to get you.
So they were talking about some of these spirits are talking about the twins. And they're pretty creepy.
Think we've gathered
Boogeyman.
enough information to put to work against the Titans?
Gives you that vibe.
I'd say so. And enough blood-stained history to make me never want to set foot here again. Seeing how the Bloodstone got so powerful makes me want to keep anyone from using it, Titan or not.
Power accumulated off stolen lives is no small threat, but it's not infallible. As long as we're intentional in its use, the Heart of the Obscure is our most promising solution up to this point. Let's regroup at the homestead. We can check on Pokey, then talk strategy. May the innocent rest, and the wicked writhe.
So, because Olivia wants us to use the Scepter of War, I also want to do that. On this tune, I've made her want to do that. So it'll be interesting to see if we're going to use the Scepter of War. Surely we will, since they brought it back up again. I reckon something's going to happen and you as the commander, Wayfinder, ends up using it, maybe? Imagine if they do that and you go rogue and you go against all the people you've helped thus far. That would be hilarious. I mean, we've already died once, so they can't do that again. Wayfinder, what is it? Are you not headed to the homestead? I know who you are waiting, Sorrow.
Iskarin broke rules to ascend you when you were suffering. You're not just a wizard, you're a fable to the bearkin.
Quiet! Quiet. Please. Don't tell them. Don't tell Pokey or Alder. I am not a fable. I was just hurting. Coda's voice, it burned my core raw. It would rattle their worlds. Don't, please, don't.
I'll see you at the homestead.
Yeah, so what we've learned, she is I don't know what Fable is, but I think she's meant to be the voice of Coden. One of the voices of Coden. And she like ran away or some weird shit. Oh, the Titans are up. Meet with your allies at the homestead. Okay, so new chapter. I might halt there. Okay, so I've read that. Finding balance. With Poise Arrow recuperating, I took the opportunity to check in once more with Frode. I updated him on our most recent face-off with Decima, careful not to arouse suspicions about Waiting Sorrow. I think I navigated the interaction well enough to keep the real of Waiting Sorrow's true identity in my pocket, for now at least. However, before returning to the field, Frode dropped his voice and suggested that I take a peek at a book he left for me upstairs. Found his demeanour curious. Perhaps he's trying to nudge me in the right direction. So Scarran's diary or whatever. Much to my surprise, the journal revealed that Scarran broke Seer rules to send Waiting Sorrow to the wizard's court. But the greatest shock came in the form of another confession. The legendary missing voice, the very one whose tribe the present-day lowlanders are descended from, is in fact Waiting Sorrow. My mind is ablaze with countless questions. Why return to the lowlanders now after all this time? How will Stoic Elder and Poised Arrow react? How old is she? So that's what I was just talking to. I paid Elder and Pokey a visit soon after, with my original intent of checking on the kid. Though my mind was swimming, I kept as collected as possible. Their family is more than enough on their plate, and as I've said before, the situation is Waiting Sorrow to address, although the more I learn, the more suspicious I am of her. Elder was not pleased to see me, to say the least. While I've long accepted that my lifetime comes with a certain amount of risk, I can hardly blame a father concerned for his son's well-being. I must say, Pokey's resolve to take responsibility impressed me. He also de-escalated the situation rather smoothly. I imagine he's had practice getting his father to come around, and his help was certainly appreciated. For now, I hope to make amends with Elder, in part by aiding some restorative efforts. Oddly enough, Elder's frustration served as a perfect distraction from Waiting Sorrow. Like Pokey's approach, perhaps time out in the wilds will help me get my thoughts in order. Some space to reflect on everything that's happened is probably best for me and for all of us. Staying true to my promise to Stoic Elder, I rescued some damaged flora and fauna, which I'll rehabilitate in my homestead. Thinking back to my arrival here, I recall some whispers of weather and environmental changes among the villagers. At the time, I was too preoccupied by other matters to show much concern. Now I'm experiencing firsthand just how much the Titan's presence has disrupted the local ecosystem. Hopefully our efforts will help curtail the casualties, but I can't overlook the reality. We're treating the symptoms while the disease looms large. I returned to my homestead and, as promised, tended to the rescued flora and fauna. While there, I checked in with Waiting Sorrow and Poised Arrow. Poised Arrow's health appears to be on the mend, as do his spirits. Stoic Elder was not present, as I imagine he has a slew of matters to attend to at the moment. It's probably good for Pokey and Waiting Sorrow to have some together to patch things up. Is it meant to say time together? Their relationship does seem to be strengthening. I witnessed them chatting much like they had before the current upheaval. How things have changed when he discovers his mentor is a missing voice of legend remains to be seen. For the time being, it's best not to disturb his recovery process, and it's rather nice seeing my homestead become a haven for rest and relaxation. I've continued my work of helping restore the environmental balance around Janthir Century. My efforts, though small in scale, do seem to be making an impact, no matter how slight. I'll take any signs of encouragement where I can get them. More encouraging yet, I received a call from Malice and Cave boasting a potential lead involving Bloodstone that could bolster our chances against the Titans. I'm still keeping my hopes in check. I'm eagerly making my way to the Astral Wards research camp to see what this new development entails. At the Astral Ward research camp, I met with Malice, Kaif, and an unexpected guest, Waiting Sorrow. She had apparently overheard our plan to scope out the Bloodstone, leaving poking the key of death Lahar and patient Willow. She came armed with an interesting idea. Since the Titans had been using the area's Bloodstones to replenish their energy, while Sorrow proposed neutralizing it with the heart of the obscure Cleaver, but like any hypothesis, we had to test it. Our attempt at neutralizing the Bloodstone was successful, but not without consequences. The magical blowback from the exploding Bloodstone is quite powerful and must be handled with care. Waiting Sorrow managed to shield us from the explosion, but if we intend to use this strategy during battle, we'll have to coordinate our attacks with her defense. As it turns out, Waiting Sorrow wasn't the only unexpected visitor we'd encounter. Bloodstone's explosion revealed the ghosts of several individuals sacrificed during the White Mantle's occupancy. Speaking with them, we came away with an unsettling picture of Gavril, the village that stood here long ago, and the dark history that plagued it. Overall, our work proved bittersweet. We leave with a stronger strategy yet for defeating the Titans and a harsh reminder of the blood with which history's pages are written. With all that's happened, it was finally time to confront Waiting Sorrow about her true identity. As not only a wizard, but a wizard of legend. Unsurprisingly, she echoed her request I say nothing to Stoic Elder, to keep additional details of her identity hidden from Pokey, assuring me that she'll handle the fallout. While my patience is running thinner than Willow's weaving thread, the genuine hurt in Sorrow's voice is a stark reminder that if I'm feeling worn down by a situation, the pressure she's under is immense. Ultimately, she's going to need to come forward, and she'll need to do it soon. Easier said than done, I suppose, but there's no way around it. Still, I don't envy her position. I may be weary, but I'll give her that much. Right, and if you Google, I'm going to quickly Google. I hope it doesn't give me spoilers. Might give some people spoilers, but we'll see.
Let that gone. For now.
Shut up!
The storm moves on, and so must we. Let us regroup and prepare for the next attack. There will be another.
Waiting Sorrow is an ancient female Coden wizard. She's a former member of the Wizard's Court, and former leader of the Bastion of the Celestial, having been Dagda's mentor and close friend. She left her fellow wizards relatively recently on somewhat precarious terms. Before leaving, Waiting Sorrow crafted the Heart of the Obscure, the little device thing I'm using. A device that channels emotions, can open and seal rifts, and left it behind for another wizard to find. She was a mentor, as well as close friends and even soulmates of the ancient female Jotun Dagda. Early years. Life in the North. Waiting Sorrow was born to the Coden in the far north millennia ago. She was magically adept from an early age, receiving visions and images, and she would become the youngest voice of Coda for her community in the era. As she accumulated to her role, she bonded with and eventually became the mate of Southwood Claw, the Claw of Coda of that community. This is going to take me down a frickin' loop. Endless loop. Or rabbit hole, rather. When the Outer Dragon Jormag rose and created a lengthy dragon storm which affected the denizens of the north, the various Coden tribes were forced to seek shelter from the raging blizzard in the caves together, grew increasingly hungry over the following years as they had access to fewer and fewer game to feed their people. As the storm picked up, Coda's voice turned angry and began affecting some of the voices. Waiting Sorrow included, she began losing herself and could no longer trust the visions which she identified as false. Because Jormag gets in your mind and whispers shit to you. She came to believe that she's not necessarily hearing Coda's voice anymore. She hated having destiny and the burden that came with it. She worried that she would become a threat to her community. So she fled before she would hurt her loved ones. Waiting Sorrow would have been consumed by the rage of Coda and her growing madness and grief, if not for her meeting with the seer wizard Iskaran, who helped sever her tie to the mist to remove Coda's burden from her as he helped her ascend and turned her immortal. However, the ascension ascension ended up affecting Waiting Sorrow's memory too, as she distanced herself from her former life and community. While Scarron let her roam alone for a time, Self would claw against the wishes of the voices of the other tribes, made the tough choice to lead his eventual lowland Coden tribe south to Janthir, to seek new hunting grounds instead of waiting for his mate's return. Waiting Sorrow eventually met with the Forgotten Vass. Forgotten. Okay. And began travelling with her near Frost Gorge Sound, where they observed the Highland Coden settling the area as the Elder Dragons fell to slumber. At some point, Ascaron had been banished from the Seer Horde for interfering with mortal lives. One too many approached the pair and invited them to join him and his Masat friend Mabon in the Wizard's Court, a fledgling organisation of ascended wizards whose task would be to guard Tyria from missile threats. However, Ascaron's offer was both sympathetic and pragmatic. As he had witnessed Waiting Sorrow's growing arcane power, he realised that he could not let her go again. Life as a wizard. From the in-game lore, we learn that she was been around since before the Searing, before what happened to Azkaban. Okay. That mostly talks about her as a wizard in the Wizard's Tower, blah blah blah, with the Cryptus, which is Secrets of the Obscure. So the life of being a part of them before we come to them. But there's somewhere where maybe it's the stuff that hasn't been added yet. You learn that she's been around since Azkaban 1. Life is a carrot. But that doesn't tell you. But there's some lore or something that I've read somewhere that Waiting Sorrow has existed since Guild Wars 1. Which in Guild Wars 1, no, she hasn't. There's nothing to do with her. So whether or not they had plans of her during Guild Wars 1 and before Guild Wars 2 existed, or they've just come up with this as the years go by, is quite interesting. And I will see you when I see you. Have a good night, all. Oh. Bye.